That's the reason why I drive with it.
It's been started in a while. Lovely. Different bobble hat today. Grace has took mine. So, as usual, tyres are all flat. We can get these pumps up, so we can get a load of mids in here, bung it over the grader, get them cleaned up because they're sold. And the bloke off the tractor because it's still got no compressor. 2 hours later I've got it. I had to repair a bottle jack, put a ratchet strap around it, and there I go. It's getting dark now. Bits of damage, grease, First load of seed. It's coming on a walking floor. Got a little brush on it. Oh, it's going now.
Now it's loading. Right, now start load. Oh. You see, now we're going forward.
I thought they lifted up and down and stuff.
Oh, no, but it goes like this.
That's crazy.
So it's very easy. That's the reason why I drive with it.
Just pop the little Hercules in. They're just using the interstores to get it through the shed. But this is quite cloddy, so that's coming up quite well. And then the optical sorter's just punching a few clods out there. Not that doing stock feed's profitable, but if they're not clean, it's a tough sell. Occasionally we get the joys of fixing the odd box when you get the odd stack fall over the wind, or you knock them over on forklifts, but these things happen. This one just needs a new leg. I've just been to pick up a few this morning from Pearson. at Boston, just getting that in. It's probably the most difficult leg to repair, because often after a box full, it can be falling from 4 or 5 high and then they all get warped. So you have to sort of peg each corner and then push it back against a girder and then ding it up with a nail gun. But 100 and something odd quid each now, you've got to fix them. So I'm just running around all these different tractors. This is where we keep all the working vintage. There's the Ford, the Renault, the John Deere, the little Fergie. Well, this is not vintage, but this is all the... it does a lot of hours of irrigating, and that, I think it's doing over 1,000 hours of irrigating just alone a year. And then there's the Magnum, looking rather sorry for itself. It's a bit dark in here. 4 flat wheels, so that's an up and coming job. And there's a Case 135 in the background. And I'm just running around with the C-Tech charger because everything is getting well down on the battery. I'll just show you. So I've just plugged this Ford on. It's a bit dark, you won't see a lot, but on the C-Tech there, it's showing it's well down. I think these things, from what I gather, you can plug onto your car or tractor or vehicle or digger or boat and leave it going all year round, and just keeps it discharged and charged and keeps cycling the battery. Batteries love being cycled, they just don't like being left flat. They hate it. It makes it all sulphur up inside. Is it sulphur? They all corrode on the plates, and then it short circuits through the plate. Yeah, if energy prices weren't stupid, I'd have one of these on everything and just leave it all topped up. Just mentioned energy prices. We had a lot in the yard yesterday, and it was taking potatoes, carrots, onions from the UK, taking them into Belgium and Holland to process, to bring them back. And you think, my God. And I know another guy I sell to, it's cheaper for them to buy onions peeled and imported from China than it is to do it here. You know, energy is the basis of all goods. I'm just scared. Looks like most of them come undone.
Sorry?
Looks like most of them come undone.
Yeah.
God, the rust has got in, isn't it? Anybody who's done gas cutting knows that's a pretty damn good cut. Yes, Raggun got most of the nuts off, bar those few. So they were a mega scrap clearing up at the minute while it's a bit quiet. There's